Hello, so my name is Julia and I'm the founder and the creator of Shining Star Holistics, which has been shining a light on your mind, body and soul for over a decade. I also have my podcast, Shining Star Holistics, which is available on all platforms. And over the last few years, I have been very busy with the creative process. So if you have been following my work for a while, maybe on social media, Facebook or Instagram, you will know that my spiritual path was reignited probably about 15 years ago now through an incredible tarot deck that I still use every day and that I still teach with, the Faulkner Tarot, the first black and white photographic tarot deck that shows real people and real life situations we can all relate to. Now, if you want to find out a little bit more about that and my journey, all you need to do is pop along to the website shiningstarholistics.com, or you will be able to find me on social media. There is the business page, Shining Star Holistics, Wellbeing and Nutrition, because I'm also a wellness coach running a nutrition business, but my passion is my spiritual work, and I also love photography as well. I'm a Sagittarius, so there's always lots of things going on. Okay, so you can find me on Instagram and on Facebook on my public profile page as Julia Star Blake Callow. Okay, but the reason I want to talk to you today, to share this video, is because over the last year I have been very much in the creative process once more. So like I said, if you followed me for a while, you already know about two huge creational projects that I undertook. The first one was the Crystal Guidance deck, which actually was about 7 years in the making. It went through so many different stages, okay, but super pleased that finally I was able to get this deck self-published. Okay, the next deck, which came out, I want to say 2023, but it might have been 2022. Time flies. Affirmations for the Soul. So this is the deck that is connected to the 7 main chakras, and within each of the chakras you are going to have a beautiful message. Well, there's going to be 7 affirmative messages for you to be able to work with. And then to make up the 50th card in this deck is the Master Affirmation. Now, again, there is another video dedicated to these cards individually. So whether it's the Crystal Guidance or Affirmations for the Soul. So that's the recap. Let me now talk about what I am super excited about. So if you have been following me on social media, maybe you are already a member of the private group I set up as an introduction to my latest project, the Self-Empowerment Oracle. So I was intuitively nudged, shall we say, to create a self-empowerment deck that's going to help anybody, but to do so in a very easy and simplistic way. So it has been a bit of a journey. The initial sample deck that I obtained from my printers, something went a little bit awry, shall we say, with the sizing of the cards, because I wanted them to be the same size as the previous 2 decks. So I will just show it on here because this is part of the journey. And you know, there's nothing wrong with these cards. I've been working with them for about a year now, but as you can see, it's like the child and the mummy. They are quite big. So they're probably going to be put away as a backup deck, because now I have finally received, with a little bit of editing that goes on within these creational processes, I have had cards jumping into the deck. I've had cards that have been jumping out of it. Initially, the Self-Empowerment Oracle was meant to be 70 cards, which is huge in itself for an oracle deck. Standardized oracle decks are typically maybe 44, or I think I've seen some for 56. I do believe that Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid is one of my favorite oracle decks. I do believe that is, I think that's 52. So this deck has evolved from 70 cards to 80. So 2 more than your traditional tarot card deck, which is always 78. No, 4 more than your traditional tarot card deck. So let's take a look in these cards. Now, with these cards, they are going to come with a beautiful organza bag. Okay, let me get one out and show you. So I do all of my card decks come within these bags. Get one, here we go. So this is the colour that we have gone for this time around. Obviously the crystal guidance was a beautiful pink. Affirmations for the soul was a gorgeous purple, but I thought I'd go for the goldy yellow because it just blends beautifully. So each box is a tuck box. So I know that tuck boxes can be a little bit annoying if you're getting them in and out to work with your cards every day, hence why I always like to provide the organza bag. So let me get them out. So we have 82 beautiful cards that are going to empower you and support you through this journey called life. So let me show you the back of the cards. Gorgeous, isn't it? And this is kind of a running theme when we look at the crystal guidance cards. This is a close-up image of a pink alum crystal that I am lucky to own. And then the affirmations for the soul is a gorgeous amethyst. So I had to continue that theme with the citrine on the Self-Empowerment Oracle. So I'm going to flip through the cards. So in each card you are going to see a gorgeous image and one key word, which then allows you to connect in with your own intuition. Now these cards can be used by newbies or experienced card readers. So you've got the keyword that is going to allow you, it's kind of like the stepping stone to be able to connect in with your own intuition, because each and every one of us is intuitive. However, if you feel like that you would prefer some extra support when using this deck, I do have a downloadable ebook with all of my personal messages for each of the cards. and there will be an affirmation as well. So everybody that purchases the Self-Empowerment Oracle, you're going to receive via email your downloadable ebook, which can easily be opened up if you have a smartphone or a tablet. I'm sure you can do it on a laptop. I just don't have that experience. So for me, I have an Apple iPad, an Apple iPhone. When I download the ebooks, which are like PDFs, that's how they are saved. You can simply open it up in your, let's say Apple, in your iBooks. So I'm just going to show you actually. I can unplug the charger. Let me just show you on the iPad. She says, where have I saved it? Okay, so it's just downloading. I just want to show you how easy it is to have ebooks on your smart devices. So bear in mind, I've got a few little bits to do on this. I'm just getting prepared. So basically, this is kind of like showing you all the pages. And then you're going to get the picture, the image, and a little bit of writing that you can see. There are some extra chapters at the beginning of this book, which I really feel are going to be able to help each and every one of you. Okay, if you are reading it and you think, I know that, then just flick on by. So let's just have a look at one of the pages, just so that you can see how the setup is and how an ebook actually works. So this is just one page. So we can see it's friendship, it's got the title, it's got the little bit of information that you would find in a typical guidebook, and then you have the affirmation. So with an ebook, all you do, she says, is flick the pages like this, and you've got all of the content at your fingertips should you need it. So definitely useful to have, which is why I have taken the time to go that extra mile actually and create the guidebook, because with the previous decks, the crystal guidance deck, it had the meaning and the crystal on the card. The affirmations for the soul, they are just the affirmations, and they're color coordinated with the chakras. So of course the Self-Empowerment Oracle, I wanted to go a little bit deeper and to give you that extra bit of support when working with the deck. So let's take a look through these cards. So we have abundance, accepting help, addiction, adventure, angels, anger. In fact, I'm not going to do all of them. Let's just do a few. Baby steps. Let's see what comes. Clarity, communication, courage. That's a great one. We're just about to go into Leo season as I'm recording this. Curiosity. So when you get your deck, it's going to be in alphabetical order. Explore, fairness, there's friendship. So I'm just flicking through growth. Again, these are lots of scenarios and emotions that we all feel at one point or another in time. Health, joy. I always talk about finding the joy in every day. Knowledge, this is a great one. Manifesting. blowing that dandelion. Who remembers doing that as a child? The masks that we wear. So this particular card is very special because this is one of the images that is actually my beach where I live. And, you know, spending time in nature with that sun, with the sounds of the sea, it is just so gratifying. It really, really is. So nature definitely had to show that gorgeous picture with the sunlight, the reflection. You've got some groins on the sand, the sea is out. Love it. Negativity, taking next steps. And again, think of these words as your diving board to kickstart your own intuition. Observe, optimism. I love this card. Patience. So this was the subject of the weekly podcast that I have just done in July 2024. So if you haven't checked out the podcast yet, Shining Star Holistics, pop on over to where you listen to your pods. Positivity. How bright is that sunflower? Protection. Fear. We all go through these moments and they need to be witnessed and acknowledged. Sadness. Self-expression. No, self-esteem. Sorry, self-esteem. Self-worth. Signs. How many spiritual signs do you see? The shadow self. Strength. Another great card. Teamwork. The moon. So the moon is a wonderful energy to work with because the moon goes through all of these phases like we do. So it was a definite of being in this particular deck. Time out. Sometimes we do need a time out from life, from people, from situations. Transform. Gorgeous butterflies on this card. Now I do love this one. It's very simplistic. It's that pinky promise, trust, truth. Here are the last couple, understand, and then universe. So this is the image on the front of the actual tuck box. So that's just a very, very small flick through, quick flick through of all 80 cards. So now I've done the video, I can shuffle the deck and show you how easy. You can see, you know, they are not sticking together at all. And if you've got either of the previous card decks, you will know that. So easy to shuffle, whether you're doing it this way, maybe you prefer shuffling this way. You might even want to do that good old poker shuffle, which again is going to be difficult to show you because of the way that this is set up with my camera, but you'll hear that they just go, they're perfect when they just get shuffled and fall in together. Let me just hold them in my hands. Again, you can hold them like that. They bend quite nicely. You can see they go straight back together very, very easily. So, whoops, okay, we have a jumper of a card. So that clearly means I need to talk about it. So let me just bend down and grab it. Ah, here we go. So the card that wants to be shared today is family. Now, family can mean so much. It can mean your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister, your husband, your children, etc., etc. So what does this card mean for you today? Now I'm going to read you, as it's jumped out, I'm going to read you what is in the guidebook. Of course, it's one of the ones, I've got a couple that I've just got to finish off and I haven't finished writing it. But This is about really stepping in to that energy of family. There's lots of green in this card. So green is your heart center, your heart chakra. It's a lot of nurturing. It's about commitment. It's about connection. It's about that coming together and supporting each other wherever you can, because family and love the heart, is such a beautiful thing. And, you know, ironically, my best friend of 30 years, I call her my sister. You know, she's not blood, but she's been there through absolutely everything, the highs and lows that I've experienced on this journey called life. And, you know, this is where the Self-Empowerment Oracle can absolutely support you on your own journey. If you're having a low day, a dip day, anxiety, maybe you just want to, you know, check in with your energy by pulling a daily card. Maybe you want to take it a little bit further and do a particular card spread. You know, there's going to be information about all of this in the guidebook. But I just want you to enjoy these cards, to gain the insight, the guidance and the clarity that I know is possible when you connect with oracle cards. Oracle cards, tarot cards, they are a tool, but they enable that connection to the conscious universe, to spirit. You know, the universe is your partner. You are in a partnership with spirit. And oracle cards, tarot cards, they can support you along the way. So if you are intrigued and maybe you would like your own deck, or maybe if you would like to find out a little bit more and see the cards in action on Facebook, take a look at the Self-Empowerment group. It is a public group that you can join, and once a week, every Monday, I offer a free interactive reading with 3 cards. You tune in with your own intuition, you pick 1, 2 or 3, and then I reveal the cards in the evening. That is one way to get to know the deck a little bit more before you purchase. But if you're loving this video, if you're thinking, do you know what, I really need a new deck, and this deck of 82 cards just sounds incredible, all you need to do is pop along to the website shiningstarholistics.com and you will be able to purchase them, and they will be posted out normally the next working day. Now, do pay attention to the different postage costs, whether you are overseas or whether you are in the UK. Okay, make sure you select the right postage. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video. I hope you are loving the Self-Empowerment Oracle as much as I do, and I will see you very soon. So thank you for taking the time to watch. Bye for now.